So in this video, I'm going to show you how to install the STB emulator. Just putting this on an Android box, and I'm just going to use the regular remote that comes with the Android box. It's a little more tedious, but that's probably what you'll be using, so I'll show you how to do that. And the first thing to do is, if you have an older version of the emulator, you're going to want to uninstall it. So to do that, you're going to go to your settings, apps, and in here you'd find the emulator. There's no emulator in this box, so it's not here. So simply you would click on it and click on install, and then you'd come back to your home screen, hit the back button a couple times. The next thing to do would be to install the new version of the emulator. There's a couple ways to do it. One would be through the Google Play Store. If you have a Gmail account and want to spend the $10 on it, you can do it through there. The other way is to download the STB emulator APK. So to do that, you will go to your browser, and basically we're going to Google STB emulator APK. So I'm using this remote, so you're going to have to go back and forth into and out of mouse mode. So we're going to go into mouse mode, and you should have a mouse button on your remote. And when you do that, your little cursor will appear. You can drag it up to the bar, click OK, then get out of mouse mode, and we're going to delete this address and put in Google. There it is. Hit the back button to get out of it, and back to the mouse, Google, and then drag it into the search bar there, and then we're going to get out of mouse mode again, go back down to our keyboard, delete that, and we're going to put in STB emulator APK. And I've done it already on this box, so it pops up. So I'm going to get out of that, back out of that, get into mouse mode, click on that, get back out of mouse mode, and a good site I found is this APK Pure. So we're going to scroll down to that, click on it. It's going to ask us if we want to download. We do. It's downloading. It's pretty quick, so you can either open it there. If that disappears, no problem, we just go back to our home screen. Make sure we're out of mouse mode, and we're going to scroll over to My Files, Local Disk, Download. There it is there. We're going to click on it, Install. Give it a second to install. Once it's installed, we're going to go to Open. And now we're going to configure application. Once we're there, we're going to go down to Profiles. Click OK. We're going to go to New Profile. And then the first thing you want to do is see what your MAC address is. If this is a new install, you're going to need your MAC address, obviously. There it is there. If this is you're just installing a newer version, you're going to want to double check your MAC address, because sometimes when you install new versions, your MAC address changes. So you're going to make sure that's the same MAC address. If it is, great. If not, you're going to want to make note of that. Once you do that, you hit the back button. You can change the profile name. To do that, you're going to go to mouse mode, drag your cursor to the end of this, click OK, get out of mouse mode, and delete, and then you're going to put in whatever you're calling it, click OK, and that's now the new name. We're going to hit the back button and go down to portal settings. Same thing here, the portal URL is the address of the server you're connecting to, so you are going to go into mouse mode. Go to the back of this address, click OK, get out of mouse mode, delete. You're going to delete everything except http:// so I'm going to put one of those slashes back, and then you're going to put the new address in, whatever the address is. Hit your back button, go down to OK, and then that'll be the new address. Then you're going to go back to here. And then what you're going to do is you're going to press the menu button on your remote. Now, depending on your remote, it's going to say menu, or it might be a button that has like 3 lines going across or something like that. So you're going to hit it, and then this menu will pop up. You would then go down to profile. Your profile will pop up. If you have multiple profiles, they'll all pop up. You'll click on the one you want, and it'll load up. And then you'll be good to go. Also, once you have it installed, this menu becomes pretty important. It allows you to obviously get into all the settings if you want to change any of the settings, or need to add a new profile. You're going to click on settings, go down to profiles, and either if you have to adjust the profile that you have in there because the address changed, or you want to double check the MAC address, it allows you to go into that, and then you can check all your settings. Or if you have to add a new profile, you simply add another profile and go through the steps again. Also, if you find the server you're using, maybe the sound and the motion isn't linked up, the lips aren't in sync, a fix for that would be you would go into your menu, you go down to media player this time, and you can play around with these different settings. Each box and server combination usually is a different setting, so that's kind of a trial and error issue there, but usually the default profile works pretty well. And also, if you want to actually get out of the emulator, you hit that menu button and you click on exit, and it'll take you right out of it. So now the last thing to do would be to add your emulator to your home screen. You can simply do that by hitting this plus symbol, and if the emulator wasn't already there, you would just click on it and you'd have it on your home screen. So that's about it for the emulator. It's a little more tedious than using a BuzzBox or a Formula Box or Dreamlink, but it is possible, and if you're okay with some of these little nuisances, then it actually works really well. And that's about it for this video.